What's up, guys? It's Alex the Magician here, back for another Heroes 3 tier list, and we're continuing the Heroes 3 Creatures Aesthetics tier lists by ranking the tier 4 units in this video. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you happen to agree or disagree with my ranking and why. Alright, let's just go ahead and get into this. So at the very bottom, I'm going to rank the Vampire Lords. I actually feel like the Vampire Lords are, I don't know, I have something against this design. I can't necessarily put my finger on it, but for whatever reason, they just don't look scary to me in that design. Like they have that kind of like, I do like the red and the black like cloak or whatever it is, but I don't know. They stand in kind of like a position that makes them look kind of frail, I think, and they just don't look like they would be that strong. It looks like an old guy, that would not really be that difficult to fight. So I feel like they should look a lot scarier, like maybe with big fangs or something like that. I liked the vampires and vampire lords in Heroes 2. I like that design a lot more. This, I just feel like it really doesn't do justice to how scary they are and how strong of a unit it is, because it's a super imba unit. So in my opinion, at the bottom of this tier list are the vampire lords. Alright, next I'm going to rank the Arch Magi and the Crusaders, kind of a similar pattern to some of the other human characters where, basically they're just not super imaginative, right? The Arch Magi, it's kind of what you would think a wizard should look like, an old guy in a robe and a beard and with a staff, right? So, nothing super, like, crazy about it. I feel like they could have probably done a better job with it, so not much else to say about that. I just feel like it's not super creative. It's just your regular wizard archetype, and it doesn't necessarily look that amazing. Maybe if they had kind of like a more multicolored robe, it would look cooler. Maybe if they had like a cool hat on it, like on their head, kind of like a Gandalf or something like that, Maybe I would rank them higher, but overall I just feel like not the most imaginative, not the most creative. And similar story with the Crusaders. Again, I mean, with the human characters, what else can you ask for? They are just like regular knights or wizards or archers or whatever. But again, it's just your knight in the armor, and, I'm not quite sure what I have against these. I think, I probably am comparing these once again to the Heroes 2 Crusaders. I feel like those look cool, but that was a tier 7 unit also. So these, I feel like, look way less menacing than those, and those had like a huge sword and stuff. So overall, just feel like not necessarily the most creative, not the greatest design in my opinion. Alright, next I'm going to rank the Horned Demons. So as far as the Horned Demons go, they're alright. They do look scary. They, like those familiars, for example, for Inferno, they definitely don't look like you would be scared if you saw them. If you saw these, you would probably be scared. They do look like they have hooves, they have these horns, and they have these big teeth. So overall, I do kind of like the aesthetics. I do kind of like the concept because, there's lots of things that you can think of when you think of a demon, and I don't really hate the way that they went with this. So, decent. Overall, in my book, pretty decent. Alright, the Ogre Magi. So overall, I do like the concept, and I do like the design. Really, the reason that these two I do kind of like, but the reason that they're lower is because I just think that the rest of the units are better. It's kind of a testament to how cool looking this tier is. But yeah, with the Ogre Magi, first of all, it's a cool concept that an ogre would be a magi. That's something that you don't really see. And he casts Bloodlust, and he has a staff that kind of looks like it has like a skull on the end or something. So definitely looks interesting. I do like the combination of colors, like the red hair with the green skin and kind of like the bluish like armor that they're wearing. So overall, I do like the concept. Overall, I do like the colors and the design and the aesthetics of it. So yeah, in my opinion, top of the B tier here. All right, next I'm gonna rank the Pegasi, and I actually like the regular Pegasi better because the silver Pegasi, while the horse has the armor and like that shiny armor on the person as well, it has a really weird hairstyle. Again, it has like kind of like a mohawk, or like half of the head is bald, or I don't know what the hell is going on there. But here, you do see like kind of a longer hairstyle. It looks more natural to me than the silver Pegasi. And, the concept of the unit is cool, flying horse and, somebody with a sword on top. So I do like it, kind of standard. I suppose I could have potentially ranked it a little bit lower, but there's just something about the Pegasus concept that I do kind of like. Maybe it's like the Perseus story that I used to read when I was a kid a lot of times. Maybe that's why I kind of have fond memories of it. But overall, I do like this design. All right, next I'm going to rank the Medusa Queens. So again, another mythology one. Actually, this tier, it is straight from the Perseus story, right? He rides a Pegasus and he fights a Medusa. Yeah, I mean, overall, I like the concept of the Medusa. They didn't really butcher this. It's kind of what a Medusa is supposed to be, like snakes for hair, the snake body. This one is an archer, right? So having a Medusa that's an archer and does have the stone gaze ability. So overall, the concept is cool. The design is cool. I do like kind of like the golden-ish color from the armor and like on the tail with like the brown. I do like this better than the regular Medusas. So overall, definitely an interesting concept, interesting aesthetics. Probably also, like if I were ranking purely the creativity of it, I would probably rank these two higher than the Medusa and the Pegasus. But probably because of like that, book that I used to read with the Perseus killing the Medusa, like both the Pegasus and the Medusa are a little bit higher, just because of its personal bias, I guess. All right, next I'm going to rank the Basilisk, the Greater Basilisk. So, cool concept. Basilisk is like one of those things that you see in mythology as well. And probably, like most people saw it most commonly in Harry Potter, where it was like a big scary thing. And this thing does look scary, but it's also one of those things that doesn't necessarily have like a set design, like something like a Pegasus or a Centaur or the Medusa, right? So, I feel like they did have some creative freedom here, and I feel like they did a pretty decent job. It does look menacing. It's got that reptile body. It's got this like I don't know if that's supposed to be a hat or if that's also supposed to be like the lizard warriors. What they have like I don't know what you would call that on a lizard type thing. It's not like a fin on a fish, but anyway, we'll call them fins for now. But yeah, the purple fins do look kind of cool. The yellow kind of glowing eyes are cool. The teeth are really scary looking. The spines on the back also. So overall, like yeah, pretty cool looking creature, pretty menacing, decent concept. They could come up with anything, and at least they didn't mess it up. So I feel like it's at the bottom of the S tier here. All right, next I'm going to rank the energy elementals. So, again, one of those things with Conflux, like you have to come up with ideas for elementals because what does an elemental look like? What does fire look like? Or what does energy look like? And this one I do think is cool. I'm really like on the fence between like the fire elemental and the energy elemental. Fire one also looks really cool. It's just like a burning person or something. So that would be pretty interesting to see. But the energy elemental, I don't know. I just kind of like the concept probably more because the fire elemental is a standard thing. Like, okay, you have the four elements, right? But energy, they just kind of came up with that out of nowhere. And having like the lightning kind of energy looping around you like this, I do like that concept, and the fact that they fly, turning into like an energy ball kind of thing is cool. And also the blue color, blue is definitely my favorite color. So all of those things, like the creativity, the aesthetics, the blue, the energy, like the lightning around them, I feel like they did a pretty good job with the concept and the design here. All right, and at the very top, I'm gonna rank the Acids. So overall, I just feel like it's a cool concept. It's unusual, right? A Stormbird and an Acid. I don't really know where they got that. Like, definitely an unusual concept, something you don't really see. And the design of it is pretty freaking cool. And it's like, and it does look kind of menacing. Like it's like a bird that's kind of like a lizard, right? It's almost like a pterodactyl, but it's unique. It's not like 100% of a ripoff of a pterodactyl. It's got these cool looking horns. It's got like these talons that look like they would really hurt. It's got this big tail. The wings look cool. The scaly kind of body looks cool. The blue and like the golden, all of that. Like, I really do feel like they did a good job on the concept, on the creativity, and the design itself. So overall, top of the S tier here, the Acids. All right, well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Do let me know what you think in the comments below, if you agree or disagree and why. And I will see you guys in part 5. Feel free to check out the Twitch stream, link in the description below. I will see you soon. Peace.